A bad accident happened with the baby bear. The cub got stuck inside a trash container. His brother and mom were trying to help him get out. The poor baby was really scared and screamed loudly. Brave rescuers helped the wailing baby bear. They opened the dumpster door and put stairs for him. He was confused, but he figured it out and used the stairs. He got out and was so happy to reunite with his family. A skunk was stuck in a hole in the wall. She was trying to help herself, but it was useless. Rescuers were trying to hook the skunk with a rope and pull it out, but that didn't work. So they tried to break through the wall and make a bigger hole to get the skunk out. It was hard for him to get out, but in the end, they succeeded. The baby was stunned and confused, but happy and free. What a relief. A group of tourists spotted a zebra foal stuck in the trees. The baby was frightened when the rescuers surrounded her to help, but they kindly reassured her. They easily freed her. It's scary to think what would have happened to this baby if they hadn't noticed her.
Okay.
The zebra foal wanders through the trees and heads to them right as a pair of adult zebras cross the road behind their safari vehicle. So these two adults were nearby when the foal was freed. There were a lot of tears in the group. He's with his family and is walking and nursing from his mom just fine. A poor puppy was dumped from the truck on the ground. Then they hurriedly left the baby. He refused to leave. He was so confused and maybe loyal. They knew he was sick and dumped him. The man who noticed him took him to care. It is so terrible that people would do something like this to such a loving little guy. The puppy was called Bran. He was fighting at the hospital. The vets are very hopeful for his full recovery, hoping he gets to become a crazy puppy soon. Dear Bran, who is now named Gus, met his forever family. His new parents are just in love with him. Gus was celebrating his first birthday. He ended up right where he belongs. Happy birthday, Gus. This is a giraffe, Lucy. Shortly before the camera started rolling Lucy in the TV show, she had broken and fell into the leopard's pool. She got really tired and stressed out. It was clear that she wasn't able or possibly willing to get herself out. Attempts by crew members to free her proved futile. The light faded and Lucy continued to circle the pool. The fire brigade was eventually called and the demolition of the pool began. 3 hours later, the unscathed giraffe eventually hobbled out of the former swimming pool. Such an adventure for this star girl. Alexi and Anya found Chibi lying on the ground, and her parents were not around. They couldn't refuse to help her. She was so tiny. They provided her with warmth when they got her. She was eating almost every hour. After a few days, they wanted to free her. She flew around, but then she came back. She decided to be their friend forever. They called her Chibi. She adapted to live inside. She's so excited when she gets to go out. She's mostly just curious, playful, and hungry. They built her a huge cage and it's always open, so Chibi's always free to go in and out. They really try to provide as much freedom on every step of her life. We admire seeing this happy bird and her family. The dog swam across the river with the baby deer while it kept bleeding. The little one was evidently scared. The baby was frightened and called for his mother. The dog swims as fast as possible, rescues it, and brings it back to safety. All the while, the dog owners kept on encouraging him. Such a good boy. The baby deer was saved. It was so heartwarming. A deer got stuck between the gate bars. The rescuers arrived to free him as fast as they could. The poor deer was very scared and tried to run away from the rescuers. But he was so weak, having been stuck there without food and water. He was really confused and stressed out. But finally, he was released. That's so cool that everything's all right with the deer now. The most terrible thing had happened. A mama goose had gotten trapped under the ice. Now the father was left with their young. But these chicks would freeze within 24 hours. This man, Albert, caught all of the babies. After 40 years of saving baby birds, he knows what to do. Now, he didn't want to leave their father behind. He had just lost his whole family. It was not easy to catch him, but Albert did it. Finally, the family could be united again. All of them are safe together. But Dad was struggling with the mother's tasks. When Albert moved them to the shed, the dad escaped. Then he flew away. He chose freedom. So, Albert is their stepdad now. At night, he keeps them warm in the incubator. And now look at them. It's so sweet. The Indian rescue team got a call on the helpline. A dog was stuck on a 2-foot-wide ledge on the 18th floor. The group arrived at the location. They could not believe how he managed to get up there. It was a tense situation. It was not easy for the dog to stand there with no hope of rescue. They carefully took the frightened dog and let it go. He felt nervous, but was safe and ran away. We hope this guy never gets in such a situation again. A poor red fox had become stuck with his paw caught in a tree. They easily found the fox. The tree was very strong and hard to open up, but after some time, the rescuer was able to open the tree to release the poor thing. She was so stressed and tried to bite him. Unfortunately, this fox will most likely lose his paw that was caught. The good news is the 3-footed fox can still live a happy life. Directly after releasing, the fox immediately ran away. We wish the best to this beautiful creature. Now he can return to his family and be free. This is the end of the list. Hope you liked it. And don't forget that your support is sure to help the rescuers with your subscriptions and, if possible, donations. See you!